Hey guys! For those of you who don't know me, my name's Pam, and I'm a sophomore here, or as they call them, Israel sophomore, but I'll explain that in 2 seconds. And I am interested in serving as your Israel chair for the upcoming term. So I always knew when I was looking at a college that I wanted to get involved in Hillel no matter what. And ever since I spent a gap year in Israel after my senior year of high school for my freshman year, I had an incredible time, and I'm just so passionate about Israel that I knew whatever I could do, as much as I would love to just be in Israel and go back to Israel, getting involved in Hillel I knew would be the way to give back to Judaism, give back to the community, and get as involved in Hillel as possible. So when I came for my freshman year, I went to some Hillel events. I helped out with some Yom HaAtzmaut planning. I did an occasional activity here and there. But I knew towards the end that I really wanted to actually get involved, maybe take on a leadership position. So I applied towards the end of my freshman year. I applied and received a MASA internship. MASA, for those of you who don't know, it's an organization that has money to send people to Israel. They work with over 160 programs, and I'm still the MASA intern for the rest of the year, so if any of you guys want to go on a long-term Israel program, please talk to me, take you out to dinner or something. Anyway, so with as a MASA intern, that also works with an organization called PNDI, which I know some of the candidates have already spoken about, which pretty much just reaches out to the community and engages different students. So I formed up to date about 35 to 40 relationships with individuals who have tried to get more involved in Hillel, go to Israel, and I've also, with the help of our Israel chair and our Aliyah fellow, planned 2 very successful Israeli-related events, including a falafel night and an Israel higher education chair event. And so then, towards the end of last semester, there was a vacant position for the education chair, which I applied to and received. And I planned a few successful events, including a Jeopardy event, which I've noticed some faces were also there. And I'm helping to plan Young Judaea. I'm also planning a Yom Show event this Sunday, so please come. And while I'm using this as a plug, I'm also involved. I was the PR chair for Haircuts for Hope. If you guys have 6 inches of your hair that you want to donate, please go ahead and help. See some people raise their hand. Awesome. So anyway, if elected to be on Hillel board, I know it's definitely hard to get an attendance at some of our events, but I really want to chair up with, whether it be the social chair and have like a fun Israel event, or have, a political event about Israel, anything you guys want. I have an open mind. I want to work with you to plan anything you guys want to do Israel related, and while I have some ideas brewing in my mind, I'm really open. I want to work with you guys. Whatever you guys want to do, I'm here to help you plan it. And thank you for listening.
Ready?
Yeah.
What will you do to advocate for Israel in the non-Jewish community?
Great. So I think that, definitely a program that was implemented this year. I know some of you are involved with the Rouhani initiation, which I guess is Rutgers United Against Nuclear Iran. And so the reason that I wasn't really so involved in that this year is because I had MASA meetings the Wednesday night. But I definitely hope to get a little, involved in that, because I know that really reaches out to the community, the greater Rutgers community, and kind of just works with other organizations to kind of, work with pro-Israel, kind of show my pro-Israel spirit, and just kind of maybe get more students at Hillel involved in that. And then just any, events I kind of hear of, like in the future, I'll kind of go with the flow and work on that.
What do you say to those people who say that every Israel event is the same, or they know everything about Israel?
So I think, I definitely agree that I think each person who plans an Israel event really puts all their time into it, and it can be hard to get an audience at some of the events, but that's why I kind of said, I want to work with, for example, the social chair, the education chair, anything that could relate to Israel, to maybe try to reach out to a different community. We all have our own friends, we all have our own connections, and I think if we work with different people, we can all reach out to a few extra people and maybe get a bigger attendance, and hopefully just plan some new novel events, and yeah.
What Disney Channel character do you most connect to and why?
I love whoever asked that. Now I'm obsessed with Disney, guys. Some of you will find out if you don't know me. But anyway, Selena Gomez, she's my favorite Disney character, and I guess I have to say, Zac Efron, I have a huge crush on him, and he is part Jewish, so that's how I can connect that answer. So
How will you work with Hillel members that do not consider them Zionists or interested in Israel.
Right, and I think that was also part of my MASA job, to really reach out to people. And, if there isn't an interest in Hillel, I guess, you kind of have to just try to convince them as best you can. Some people you can only reach out to so much, but thank you. But hopefully, I can reach out to a few new people, and I don't know.